Hi everyone, Adarsh here. So today we're gonna see. Earlier we have seen that how we can use JT container instead of Tomcat container inside the Spring Boot application. So in the same series, I just want to educate you how we can use certificates with the JT container in the Spring Boot application. So for that, I have already created a sample app, and let's go and see the code. So first we'll start from the pom.xml, and this is all these are the standard stuff: parent dependency for the Spring Boot, and organizational licensing stuff, developers, repositories, bunch of properties including application name, source encoding, JDK version, log file, and other dependencies. Here we have a Spring Boot starter dependency. We have a JT, which is very important for us in this application because we want to override the default Tomcat container here. And we have included a Spring Web MVC dependency. And then this is followed by testing, and this is a HTTP component which I need for with the test in the testing environment. This is a JUnit dependency and SLF4j, and followed by log4j dependency. So all these are standard stuff for the jar file name, output directory. This is a Maven plugin, compiler plugin, and this is a Spring Boot Maven dependency which gonna create a executable jar. Let's move into the packages. So we have a standard controller here. If you see, I am not using a REST controller, it's just a controller, because REST controller by default is gonna convert the responses into the JSON or something. So here we have a standard with the slash. We have injected a auto at the wish service. So basically a wish service is nothing but it's just a service which gonna get us some messages, and these messages we have kept in the property file. So if you see in the property file, we have a server port because this is a SSL based application, so port will be 8443, and this is a class path of the key file, and this is a key store password, and this is a password for the certificate. So we have enabled the compression here. Compression should be, response size should be 1. This is a message which we have injected, and this is a standard log configuration. So this is a standard log XML where console appender and rolling file appender are configured. So here we have a listener which is servlet context initialization listener, and for this application I have just created a test class which gonna test the response. So I'll just execute this thing and tell you how we can use. So before doing this, I guess I forget to create a certificate. So just to create a certificate, I am having a command here. This command, what you can do, you can say controls-3. You can go to your terminal, and in your terminal you can paste this command. So if you see here, we don't have any certificate, but after hitting this command we're gonna get a certificate here. See, and this certificate, what you can do, just cut it and paste it inside the resources folder, which gonna override the previous certificate. So now we are ready. We are good to go for the tests here. So let's see what we're gonna get. So if you see here, I'm hitting the request with the HTTPS and port which we have configured in the property file. So if you see the entity here, response entity is having a status code 200, and this is what the message is: welcome Adarsh Kumar Singh. And this is what we get the 5 headers which talks about date, content type, and this is something very, I am not sure. Okay, it's accept encoding and transfer encoding. So let's see, checked, and server, JT server. See, we are getting a response from the JT server, and this is the response body. So for friends, that's how we can create a SSL based JT Spring Boot application. So like other application, this gonna save and stay in my Git repository so that you can pull the code, and so likewise other previous codes are already there, so you can pull this code and you can play around with this. So I guess that's enough for this video. Thanks everyone. Till then, bye. I'll come back with some other videos also. Till then, bye. Take care.